Why is 2023 not a good year to save money in the bank? How do we protect our cash assets against inflation in 2023? If you've noticed the flight you're looking to book for an upcoming vacation is more expensive than last year, or if you have tried to buy a house in the last year and take a look at real estate prices today, you will realize that there has been a noticeable increase, and you have to pay 28–30% more money. This is the concept of inflation in the economy. In fact, it is not the products and services that have become more expensive, but your money that has lost its value and become more worthless. Inflation may decrease the quality of life for people who work for a living and force them to cut back on some of their unnecessary expenses in the coming year, 2023. But inflation is not good news for people who save a part of their monthly income in order to buy a property at the end of the year. Because at the end of the year, the value of their money will probably have decreased by 20–30%. The world is currently anticipating new happenings. The Ukrainian war does not seem to be nearing an end anytime soon, and the oil market is more unstable than ever. In addition to Iran's sale of weapons to Russia, there is a danger that the world will split into two groups and that conflicts between Europe and Iran would increase. In addition, the COVID-19 epidemic is still going strong and its new variants are spreading once more. This results in deficits in the public budget and raises inflation. In front of this, you should consider your past investments or annual saves and realize that 2023 is not a suitable year to keep your money in the bank. We'll show you some methods in this video that you can utilize instead of saving money in the bank. Treasury Inflation Protected Securities. Treasury Inflation Protected Securities are known as TIPS. TIPS are actually pretty simple to understand, despite the fact that the name may seem scary. Government securities known as TIPS track changes in inflation. Therefore, the interest rate paid increases along with inflation. And when there is deflation, interest rates decrease. TIPS are among the safest investments you can make since the US federal government backs them. TIPS are also a great way to diversify your portfolio and supplement eventual retirement income. If you reside in Canada or Europe, you may be able to locate some alternatives there. Gold. You can convert your money into something that has inherent value and cannot be significantly and permanently affected by governmental policies by purchasing gold in the form of small bars. You should be aware that gold's price may not rise over the short term, less than a year, in accordance with the rate of inflation for the dollar or the euro, but that over the long term, more than a year, it will most likely rise in line with the inflation index. Real estate. Historically, buying real estate has been one of the best methods to preserve the asset's value. If you don't have enough savings to buy a home, you can either get a mortgage to do it or buy it jointly with your spouse or other family members. In this case, renting out your home will enable you to keep the value of your property while still receiving a fixed monthly income. If you have found this video to be helpful thus far, please like, subscribe, and then watch until the end. Shares of reputable corporations. Buying shares of reputable and large companies as a long-term investment of 5 or 6 years will definitely surprise you. At the end of this period, you will see that your money has increased significantly and you have actually contributed to the growth and development of those companies. In this regard, be sure to study and research enough to reduce the risk of your activity. Remember, don't spend more than 30% of your money on stock purchases. Short-term bonds. Short-term bond investing is a strategy that is similar to keeping funds in a savings account. Your money is protected and available. Additionally, short-term bonds are more resilient in the case that rising inflation increases interest rates, whereas long-term bonds will experience losses. Stick to short to intermediate-term bonds instead of long-term investments as a result.